Oh yeah, let's talk about this right here. So I was recently watching the Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up.
So I tweeted out, like this tweet if you want to become a big streamer. And I tweeted this for two reasons. One, I wanted Twitter likes. Please follow me on Twitter, for the love of God. I don't have enough followers, and I need more, because bigger number equal better
Is
person.
his
I'm only
audio
okay
coming
person. I want to
through?
be great person.
No.
Great person, 1 million, big person.
Oh, not
big
for
person,
you.
better
It's coming
person.
through stream.
And also, I was genuinely
bad.
curious how
Hold
many
on.
people want the job of a streamer. I remember Mr. Beast tweeted something similar maybe a few months ago about being a YouTuber, and it had hundreds of thousands of likes. I think people like the idea of being a streamer or YouTuber or content creator really in any fashion because well, let's just be frank, it allows you to play video games for a living, make your own hours, and potentially make buku bucks. And so I thought it would be helpful if I imparted some of my knowledge to Twitch chat and to YouTube on how to make it as a streamer. At least as far as I know. I'm not the end-all authority on this. I really don't believe that I am. But I think that I've never really seen a big streamer talk about it, either because they don't want to, or most likely because they're just lazy to play video games and get more viewers anyway. Than making a 20-slide PowerPoint presentation that probably took a few hours, and they misspelled a lot, and don't make fun of them for doing that. So that's what I did. We're gonna take a look at it.
He's so wholesome.
All the knowledge I have rolled up into one PowerPoint presentation, and the PowerPoint presentation is called "How to Make It Big as a Streamer." That is the entire goal of all this is making it big as a streamer. You know, because it's not that fun to stream and not have viewers or not make money from it. So I get it. A lot of people want this job, and this is the start. Why listen to me? That's a fair question. Well, I'll tell you why. Growth. I'm now the 42nd biggest streamer on Twitch.tv. Not flexing. Just stating facts. This is my chart line from quarter one of 2019 up until
Ludwigs.
December of last year. And let me tell you, January, even better. Now, hey, I'm not the biggest. I'm not the brightest. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. But I'm just a guy telling you what I've learned in my 2.5
This music kills me.
So stick around. You might learn something. And while you're here, subscribe. Hey, it only takes a few seconds. You know, sometimes the YouTube algorithm will unsubscribe you. Maybe double check. Turn it from red to gray. I'd appreciate it. And let's get on with the show. With the first and most important part. Do you want to be a streamer? That's it. That's how it starts. This is it. Now, maybe on the surface level, you'll be thinking, well, yeah, I want to be a streamer. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I want to be a streamer.
Make millions of dollars? Work on own hours? What? Yes, I want to be a streamer. Well,
Okay.
think about it a little.
Okay, work on own hours, as he shows in a minute, does not mean, like, don't work a lot. It just means choose your own 50-hour work weeks.
Bit deeper. Don't just think. Do you want? Think. Why do you want? What do you want out of it? Let's just do a quick poll in chat. How many people want to be streamers? So it's like most people in this chat like the idea of being a streamer. All right. Every single person who said yes, whether you said it to yourself or you voted, whatever it is, you need to do this right now. Write this down. This is not a joke. I'm being very serious. I want you to write this down. I know it's a bit corny. All right. Try to do it on pen and paper. If you don't have it, you can do it on your phone notes and take a screenshot. But really, actually do this.
Oh, yeah.
Write this down.
I listened to him because
Three things. First of all, if you want to be a streamer, when are you going to start? Set a hard start date when you're actually
Already started.
Already started. Maybe this is
started.
the date that you're going to start your YouTube. Or
Yeah, no, I've got that date.
Series or whatever it is. Just write some date when you're going to start achieving something you've been saying you're going to do. Number two. Write your goals for 1 year out. This can be for the start of
What? What's up?
I don't know, you confused me on whatever you said.
Oh, he was saying set a start date for one of your goals, and so mine is like starting the YouTube channel. like I've got a video up, but I don't consider that starting the YouTube channel because it's not content, it's just a VOD from Twitch. But I need to revise this. Let's go 326. Set in stone.
2022, maybe one exact year, maybe a few months, doesn't really matter. All you need to do is have a set period of time and goals you would like to achieve by the end of that set period of time.
Now,
look, this is not your end goal. You want to be the biggest streamer in the world. You don't have to write, I want to be the biggest streamer in the world by 2022. It's not really realistic. But you can write goals on the way to your final goal. And it's okay if you don't have everything figured out. At least write something down that you would like to do. And hey, this doesn't have to be numbers. Like streaming doesn't necessarily imply you need to be a big streamer. Maybe your goal is just to make a community that you really like being a part of. Maybe it's just to record all of your Rocket League gameplay, in which case it's very easy to achieve your goals. Success isn't based on how big of a streamer you are. It's based off the goals you set and your ability to achieve them in a certain time frame. All right, that's what I think at least. That's how I've done things, and that's what I'm telling you to do. It's my advice to you. And then the final thing to write down: 3 to 5 creators you want to emulate. Not necessarily that you like because you like Shroud, but you don't frag like Shroud frags. So write someone that you like that you think you could emulate.
It's the idea is that not that I want to emulate all of them or like exactly emulate any of them. It's more I want to take parts of how they do things and incorporate it into how I do things. Like I really love for example, let me look at one of them. Harris Heller, his stream quality is like bar none. It's amazing. Linus Tech Tips, they have great content that's really informative and usually educational, or at least I guess informative covers that. Like maybe it's not educational, but you're still getting information from it, if that makes sense. Like you're not learning a skill, but you're learning about something.
Here's an example of mine. I've done this. I know I'm being a bit.
I am gonna stop him here. I think some of these goals. I love that he has those goals. You're relying on other people to achieve these goals, and that's tough. Like 2,000 subs. I don't know if I mean, I do have some control over that, but there's also the audience, right? I'm relying on the audience to actually, what's the word? Engage in that?
Corny, but this really happened. I did this in 2018. I wrote down all my goals. I didn't actually just do it for stream. I did it at New Year's. I did it for many different things in life. But these are my stream ones. I wanted 2,000 subs, 100,000 followers, 1 million unique viewers.
No.
I want to be punctual, and I want to go full time. And I went 4 for 5. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That is pretty good. 4 for 5.
in 2 years.
80%. That's a B minus. That's a 3.0. Almost 2.667. Still pretty close. At the end of the day,
pretty
I was
close.
able to set goals and then hit them. I hit these goals by the end of 2018. And then I was able to keep going. Part of the reason you do this is because hey, it's very obvious that streaming's not for everyone. It's also obvious that it's better to take a shot on something than to never try it and regret that. But how do you know how long to do it or what to do? Well, this does that all for you. If you write down your goals and you set a time frame to hit the goals in, then at the end of the period, right, the end of next year, 2022, you can reflect. You can be like, hey, I went 0 for 5. My goal is to hit 100 average viewers, and I'm at 15.
When did he make?
Maybe I am not cut out for being a big streamer. And that's an honest conversation you can have with yourself, but only if you do the work now to set goals, to set a time frame to understand it, rather than just kind of 9 to 5 grind. I just go live. I'm just doing my thing. I've been doing this since 2018. That's all shit. All right.
That's what I've been doing, and
set yourself some sort of time frame so you.
It's clearly not going to work to just go live, right? You can't just go live and expect things to work. There has to be planning behind it. Welcome back.
Thank you. My face is a cherry. Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Are you on cam? I have to see this.
Yeah. Look bright fucking red. Like,
You need water. Where's your water?
I just chugged right here. I've been chugging it, but okay. Remember I told you guys that they have lights inside, and like that the lights do different things because they're full spectrum or whatever, and they go to
Oh,
the
yeah.
phone. Okay.
Jesus,
Today,
you're cooking
the lady
yourself.
was like, "Are you new here? I've like never seen you here before." And I was like, "Yeah, this is my third time." She's like, "Oh, what are you here for?" And I was like, "I'm actually just detoxing for a job drug test." And she starts laughing. She's like, "So many people come here for that." And I'm like, She's like, "So the color you're gonna want is purple." And I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "Yeah, that pulls out the most toxins out of your body, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "But I, for some reason, don't sweat in purple. So if you end up not sweating, just switch to magenta or something." And I was like, "Okay." Bitch, I got in there. Within 2 minutes, I was dripping sweat because I've got so many toxins in my body. This was the most I sweat all 3 times. Like, it was so, I was literally, like, pouring out of every orifice.
That's good. That's what you need, bitch. That's what you
My
need.
ears. It was disgusting. I was, like, literally wiping myself every 3 seconds. It was so gross, dude. Blech. So I kind of believe the light thing now, only because purple really rocked my world today. Holy shit. Whoa.
Where did I put those?
I'm gonna get drug tests later. I don't even feel like going right now. I'm too tired. Ash, what are we watching?
So I am watching Ludwig's Don't Start Streaming Before Watching This video. It is coming. It will come through the phone or the not stream. Discord.
Bye.
Love you. Bye. I am missing. Where are they?
So hot.
There they are. Socials. And don't forget to follow.
You can support us by following if you haven't already. Every person counts. You make a difference on small streams.
There we go. And then okay, let me get back to it.
You have some sort of growth and progression that you can accurately and objectively look back on. I've also put the 5 streamers that I liked and thought I could emulate. Stevie the third, I think he was one of the best streamers, still is, in terms of integrating music. If you ever thought, like, damn, Ludwig uses music well on stream, that's because Stevie the third. Nick Merckx, he's great with his community, and he added stakes to every single Fortnite game. He taught me a bit about stakes. He taught me a lot about community. Soda, I've always thought was like the GOAT streamer. I thought he was like the best streamer. I know nowadays he just says whatever the fuck he wants, but I thought through and through, in terms of like, if you were to look at any streamer, I still think Soda Pop would probably be GOAT. I thought his YouTube was some of the best shit. He was able to turn just random streams into really good YouTube videos, and he was very personable. But you know, obviously I can't emulate Clint to a T. He has this ability that every single fucking human on Earth just loves Clint Stevens no matter what. I don't have that. You can think I have that. I promise you I don't have that. And then finally Mango, man who has maybe 1,000 viewers, 2,000 viewers, but 10,000 subs. If you sub to him, unsub, and then resub 3 months later, this is true. Mango will remember, and he'll call it out. He'll be like, "Oh, Pirate Oliver, hey, you're a resub, aren't you? You used to sub like 3 months ago." And so his ability to remember made people, and he has this superpower.
That has to be something that he's like automatically notating.
Sometimes involves making people feel very excluded, so that everyone else feels included. But that's besides the point. That's my 5.
Oh yeah, I wrote down way more than what he said.
You didn't write anything down, but you want to be a streamer. This is the number one best thing you can do. The absolute only lesson to take away from today if you want to make it big on Twitch. Quit.
It's true.
Fucking quit right now. That is my advice to you. Yeah. If you didn't even take the 1 to 2 minutes to write something down, from a man who is a top 100 streamer who knows a thing or two. Then I promise you, you will not make it through zero one viewer streams for 5-6 hours at a time.
He's super aggressive, but he's hilarious, and he is he's very wholesome. If you watch a lot of his content, it's like really hilarious, and I think anybody could watch it.
I was just like, God damn. I was like, whoa, okay, quit.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, he started out by giving you a list of things that you should write down, starting with your 1-year goals for streaming. Write down like when you want to start your stream, and if you're already started streaming, when do you want to start your YouTube channel? Like find a goal and set a start date, and then create like 2 to 4 other goals to hit. And then write down 3 to 5 creators that you want to emulate and what you want to emulate about them or why you want to emulate them. And then he goes to a break where it says, write all this down. And when it comes back, he's like, now, if you didn't write all this down, this is my advice to you. Fucking quit. Like...
Didn't even write them
makes
down
sense.
in the first place. And this is not trying to be mean. But let's just take a guess. Chat, I want you to guess right now. Tell me the number of people who streamed last month. 50,000. Sure. 650,000. Wow. 5 million. Okay. Sure.
It's like 50
Big range.
million.
It is 6.9 million.
Oh,
It's like
6.99
million unique streamers every month. Streaming is not as it was in 2013. It is very well known. It is very mainstream, and it is very competitive. If you wanted to become the best,
Everybody's like 69 million. Nice. Or 6.9 million. Nice.
You'd have to beat out 2.2 million people. That's just the number. That's just the fact. You have to be better bagger. You have to be a better stalker. You have to be better at counting than 2.2 million Walmart employees. Then you'd be the best in the world. It is 3 times harder to do that on Twitch. And look, I know that some of these streams might only do it once and whatever, but at least you can try to gauge the numbers. Just for even more reference, there are 45,400 partners. Those are people who I would say have made it. And made it is loose because to be a partner, to apply, you only need 75 average viewers, which it's a good amount. And there's weird things that they do that they accept and don't accept. But at the end of the day, 0.66% of people make it here on Twitch. And so I had 20,000 people like my tweet on Twitter. And so mathematically, about 150 people will make it. The other 21,000 XXX peace. GG. It's just a fact. It is just a numbers game. And look, don't let that be too daunting because there are some pros. First of all, you make your own hours when you stream, and that's a good thing. That's really high.
How much do I work?
This just for some reference, how many hours I work. It's not insane. It's not as many as someone who's like a doctor or whatever. But I streamed this many hours, November, December, January, past 3 months, and I spent about 25 hours a month on YouTube. That's one making thumbnails and titles, but mostly actually just looking at what.
So if you add all this up, you're looking at he spends about 52 hours a week streaming. That's like beyond full time, right?
What the fuck? Yeah, that's way too much time.
I mean, yeah. 52 hours streaming plus 24 hours. Or wait, hold on. That's going to come down to 5.
That's excessive, dude.
Like maybe 6 or 7 hours a week on YouTube plus 5 hours a week running his business.
Works and trying to re-emulate that success. And then like 20 hours on business, whether it's like calls for sponsors, or like when I do a stream on chess.com, or whatever it is, I spend I would say roughly 200 plus hours a month. And then there's also the aspect that I'm always on. You know what I mean? Like I have to have my phone and my Twitter notifications ready in case something big happens. Whether Corpse tweeted at me or they need an Among Us player. You know what I mean? I just have to be available. I can never necessarily be off. But I'm about 200 plus hours a month. You don't have to be available. Sure, I don't necessarily have to. But I would lose out on growth if I'm not. And I think that part of the reason I'm successful is because I am available. And you'll see people like Carl Jacobs who's blown up. Doesn't matter if you like him or hate him. Carl Jacobs is blown up on Twitter and Twitch and every platform. And Carl has post notifications for every big YouTuber. So if they tweet, he sees it, he replies. People see him in the replies all the time. You'll see Carl on your timeline. I guarantee it. And it's because Carl is never off. He's always on. Yeah, maybe that's only an hour of Carl's day that he's on Twitter. But it's also an hour, 5 minutes from 9 till 9. You know what I mean? It's just something to keep in mind. But if you're getting enough views, and then your pet streamers like 1,000, 5,000, not so much. And then big streamers, they go back to being whales and stuff. But Plies, people see him. Guarantee it. Maybe that's only an hour. Make a lot of money. And this is how much streamers make. This is rough. I don't think we're allowed to say specific numbers. Goes against the contract. But roughly, if you average 100 viewers, I think you can expect to make about 1,500 on stream. Honestly, if you're a smaller streamer, the amount of money you'll make will be higher because people like supporting smaller streamers. So you'll have more whales. It's kind of
what is this average for? Is this a month?
Really like giving money to smaller streamers, and then middle-end streamers like 1,000, 5,000, not so much. Big streamers, they go back to being whales and stuff. But this is per month. This is monthly.
Okay, yeah.
Say you make about 2,000 a month if you average 100 viewers. If you ever average 1,000, then you start making pretty good money. Honestly, I put negative here. I think you'd be losing money on YouTube at this point. You probably wouldn't be getting enough views, and then you're paying your editor. Pay your editors, by the way. Okay. I don't care how much you love Bernie Sanders. You gotta pay him. No offense. So you gotta pay your editors. So you're probably losing money on YouTube. We'll get into that in a bit. You should still be doing YouTube. If you start getting to like 1,000 viewers, then you start making pretty good money. And bear in mind, this is before tax, and you tax a little bit more than a normal job. As a contractor,
where do I find an editor for YouTube videos? That's what I need.
Side to make a lot of money. Now, this 10,000 viewer number is obviously very wildly, but I even looked at a streamer like 10. That's actually where I pulled this. 10, he has like 5,000 subs. He has a contract with an esports org. He has a thriving YouTube channel. Like, he is making a lot of money. There's definitely the ability to be a millionaire if you make it to the top. I will say, and this is important, let me switch over for just a moment. If you're wondering, because we talked about making it, is 0.66%. Let's just talk about making to that 10,000 viewer mark. You might be thinking and seeing millions in the eyes, which is great. I mean, sure, dream big, think big, whatever. But let's talk about Stans. I do a lot of streams of Stans. Stans averaged 400 viewers this past month. Stans has about 700 subs. Stans is the top 0.06% of Twitch. Think about that.
Audio
think Stans as a big streamer. But in reality, he is
I wish I'd known that
5,000
sooner.
of
Thank you.
6.9 million. This is truly impressive if you get here.
Yeah, I have to
can't
kill the
tell
desktop.
because of Discord.
I
That is
know.
a big deal.
I have to
And
cut
it is
Discord
very
from
hard
hearing
to
it.
do, but this is more realistically your upside when you start streaming rather than a channel like mine or a channel like XQC's. I know I told you to write down your goals and dream big, but also
should've
just
just
understand
streamed
the
the
math and the numbers. Stans
Twitch
is
and
a
the
top
Discord or
0.06%. He's the top like 10% of the top 0.6%, and that's all the partners.
For those
that's just
that
something to
wanted
keep in
to hear
mind.
it.
He's the top 10% of all partner streamers, and that
Yeah,
is a
that's smart.
realistic goal to have. You should at this point have found out whether if you wrote things down, you are even cut out for step 2 or not. But if you did write things down and
I didn't think about it. I was
do,
out of it,
anyone can
honestly.
It
say
didn't
advice.
occur to
The
me
second
either.
part,
I didn't think
how
about
do you
it
stream? You already
going
figured out
double because
that
I
you do wanna
casted
be a
it into
streamer.
Discord like
Why
that.
you want to be a streamer, what your goals are as a streamer, how do you do it? How do you stream? Well, this
It's
is
fixed
my
now, right?
one advice.
Yeah.
My biggest advice, streams are recordings. That's what it is in
This was the
2021.
big
That is
thing. This was
best
the big
way you
takeaway.
can think about a Twitch stream. Why? Well, let's think about a YouTube video. YouTube videos have some pros that normal streams, conventional streams don't. YouTube videos have built-in growth mechanics, all right? The algorithm. A YouTube video can pop off. A stream can't really pop off, you know? Like,
I mean, okay. So the big takeaway from this part, I'll skip over it because it's a very long-winded argument for organizing your streams so that you'll be able to pull content from them more easily. So you have like your stream set up as segments instead of like I said earlier, you can't just go live and expect things to work. You kind of have to plan it, and so that's why we were talking about what were some of the segments you wanted to. Oh, what was that Reddit thing called? You Ghost.
Subreddit. Well, the one that I brought up?
Yeah, the suggestion you made. I'm drawing a blank now that I'm on the spot to say the name of that thing.
Am I the asshole?
Am I the? Oh my goodness, yes. Am I the asshole? So I want to have
stipulation was only completed stories.
Oh yeah, we want to like get to the finish of it before.
Yeah.
And so it would start out with like, today we're going to be looking at this "Am I an asshole?" story. The user talks about such and such, and like we'll then, I guess, go into we'll make it to where viewers can help us make our vote or whatever, or we'll send viewers to make their vote. But my brain hurts right now. Actually hurts. And then like once it's all over, we have.
It was Monday today. That's all I can say.
I know. Oh my god. But that's
you can go live, and I tomorrow can buy a first edition booster box from Pokemon that cost me $400,000, and I can go live on a brand new channel, and no one will see it. Literally no one. Because there's no way for you to know that that is happening.
We'll rush through this part now.
The 5,000 0-viewer Andes, 1-viewer Andes on the just chatting section. So that's why Twitch fails in that aspect. YouTube doesn't. Also, YouTube is permanent. You upload a VOD on YouTube, a video, it stays there. Twitch, it's live, and then the VODs are up for 60 days, and they get deleted. And let's be real, even if they didn't get deleted, nobody goes through to find VODs. Not really. It doesn't really happen. It's just a fact that VODs are absolutely terrible on Twitch, and I don't see that changing. And so the permanence of a YouTube video means that even if it doesn't do
You
well
can
in the first
support
month,
us
maybe
by
a month or two
following
from
if
now,
you haven't
you'll be able to look back
already.
and be like, oh,
Every
this video
person
actually did well.
counts.
You can't really
You
do that
make a
with streams.
difference
For
on
example, I
small
did a stream
streams.
the other day, I did the higher lower stream, and it did okay. I had an okay number of viewers on Twitch. I had like 22K, but it didn't do that great. My YouTube video has right now 560,000 views, which is 100,000 above average. The fact that it's permanent on YouTube lets me see that. If I only had Twitch, I would be like, oh, if I play higher or lower on stream, it's only okay content. No, it's better than okay. It's just that people didn't know it was happening or weren't live to watch or busy, whatever. It's harder to get viewers on Twitch in the moment, and it's bad to gauge success off of your live viewer count when it can be influenced by so many variables and be so Dogecoin-esque, if I can. Next, structured format is better content. This is general advice, but generally, YouTube videos are structured. I think we kind of know that. You know how a YouTube video generally goes.
So having more structure to the stream.
Twitch streams don't have structure inherently built in, which usually makes them a bit worse.
Kind of like what we're doing now, but this is a lazier version, I guess.
Than just a hodgepodge of whatever the hell you're doing while live. And then finally, every YouTube video is a lottery ticket. Like I said earlier, if you upload a YouTube video, it has a chance to pop off. It really does. If you go live, you're never really going to have that chance to blow up off of a stream. The only people I can think of that blew up off of a stream either were like collabing with somebody really big or came from a platform with a lot of viewers. Nobody just blew up out of nowhere overnight on Twitch. YouTube can happen overnight. I mean, literally overnight, you can blow up. And you've seen that time and time again. Dream literally was like a 10K Andy on YouTube at the start of 2020. He's doing pretty well. That would not happen if he only streamed. Admittedly, this whole thing was about how to stream, and we've only talked about YouTube videos. That's because it's time to start formatting your streams around your YouTube videos. So you have to stream for YouTube. Now, when I go live, I'll have segments, and that's how I think of it. I'll have segments for YouTube, and I'll stream those segments, and then I'll have like filler time in between, and then I'll have some things that aren't for YouTube.
Welcome back.
Fine, but you need to have some segments. Very roughly, they work like.
I'm so happy.
Oh,
okay, so he's not dying. Thank God.
Chicken ate.
Yeah,
Your lizard named Chicken.
Yes, my gecko named Chicken. Okay, March.
If you want to hear the video, it was apparently going double over stream, the audio.
Oh no.
So you'll have to
That's
click
okay.
watch up top or however yours is laid out.
like this. They'll have
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick shot
introduction,
because I'm a
an
salty
introduction
fucking snail
to
right
the
now,
idea
and
to
then
what
I'll
the
be right
segment
back.
is while you're streaming.
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna
that's the
give you an
grossest
example
thing
of
I've
a
ever
YouTuber doing
heard.
this, because I think that this is probably the single best YouTuber, and they get a credit for a lot of other things, but they don't get a lot of credit for this at introductions. And that's, of course, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, I think, is the best YouTuber at doing introductions. And even though we're talking about streaming, I take away, and you also can take away, how to do these intros on Twitch. Let's just take a look at this.
In this video, we are going to be eating $100,000 golden ice cream.
I feel like this is Inception. We're watching Ludwig watch Mr. Beast. It's probably going to get worse from here on out.
Blown away. This is so good.
$5,000 mac and cheese.
This mac and cheese is magnificent.
$30,000 banana Foster.
Ooh, that's incredible.
And so much more, starting off with $100 ice cream and working our way up.
That was 19 seconds top to
Oh my
bottom.
God.
And what did
Can you
the
imagine having
introduction
that
do? Let's talk
level
about it. Let's break it down.
of money?
It introduced
That makes
the
my
idea,
head hurt.
the concept, what they're doing in the stream. All right, so explained it if you're going to be watching what's happening. 2, it introduced stakes. Stakes are an integral idea into every stream. You need stakes in whatever you do. It just makes it better. Stakes can be very small. It doesn't have to be the amount of money. That's the stakes for this one. All right, so the idea is we're going to be eating expensive foods. The stakes are that every food will increase in price. And then it also says how this will end. How does this whole journey come to a close? Well, it comes to a close when we eat $100,000 ice cream. That is how it closes.
No,
So then
that's...
the video, you can expect
I like
that they'll start
steaks.
eating foods. The stakes
I like
increase.
steaks.
All right, there's more and more and more and more expensive
I
things.
can't eat steaks
And so we eat
anymore.
that ice cream, that's the entire thing. You can do the same thing on Twitch.
I'll eat
And we
all
do
your
it
steaks
all the
for you,
time.
baby.
I can have... Okay, I
Look.
can have a
Example,
bite
we
of
just
steak.
Why not?
unbanned form speedruns.
I'm
introduce
supposed
the
to be
idea.
limiting
They
my
can't eat as much
protein and...
protein as they
Okay, that's the
I'm
concept.
supposed to be limiting
What
my
are the
protein
stakes? Well, the
and
stakes are we
red
want a
meat
good time.
intake.
We want to try to get world record. This costs no money, but those are the stakes, trying to get a good time. When do we get to the
Why
conclusion? When we
though?
beat the time and
I'm
get
currently
the world
streaming.
record. Very simple. All right,
But
and the meat
yeah,
and potatoes
probably,
are me
if
just
y'all don't
doing
mind me
runs.
streaming.
Introduction says
It'll
everything
take a
that's
little
gonna
bit.
happen.
I'm in the middle of
Conclusion is
something.
when I finally got the world
Yeah,
record.
that's what I thought.
Very
Maybe
easy,
not a good
very
idea.
straightforward. You don't necessarily need money,
They're a
but
mess.
you can create streams in segments.
Okay, we'll go over it real quick. So, because I'm on the estrogen and stuff,
yeah, I would say whatever that medication.
and Spiro, it's the blocker and the estrogen or whatever. I have a lot of muscle mass built up for so many years of not having that in my system. And so I have to cut that out to like lose that muscle mass, I guess, starve the muscle. I don't know
Oh.
the science. I just know I'm supposed to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have to go into it further.
And me, I need the opposite. I need the protein. I
No.
need all the protein and the extra protein.
Yeah, you can have my steaks. I'm supposed to be eating lean proteins and like no white starchy bread or anything. I don't know, are breads starchy?
So I'll eat
I
all
don't
the
know what
steaks.
starchy
That
is.
ain't no problem. I just don't have the
Pastas.
steak
It's supposed to be like
budget
all
yet.
whole grains and shit like that. It's annoying. I have to be sad about it.
That have all 3 of these aspects. And when you stream for YouTube, the beautiful thing about it is your stream is better, but also
That means you
get
could
a
make
YouTube
your own
video
bread.
that is very easy to edit. You
Yeah.
can just edit down because
love
I mean,
to
I
make
make my own
and you
bread
get to
anyway.
trim out
Not
all
all the
fat
time, but I
until
like
you have
doing
just
it.
this beautiful lean YouTube video that is the 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is of gold of the 30-minute hour recording. So it's just a win-win-win. There's no losing here. And don't get me wrong, it is still fine to go live and do regular streams. I actually had a problem when I first started streaming where I would only do segments. I was like, if it's not a segment, it does worse on viewership. There's no point. I just need to do segments. Well, you can do both. And I've learned that. That's something I had to learn, and I had to deal with things like numbers going down and viewership being bad, and that's something that takes a bit of time. That's like a personal journey. You just have to one day get over it. There's nothing I can tell you. You just have to one day get over it. But I've learned that I can do segments, plan out segments, and then do like I'll call it filler content. Think of XQC streams. Most of his content is like, it's not really formed around YouTube videos. It's most yours, because that is all bullshit and a waste of your fucking time. You are literally doing nothing. It is not just going live that matters. It doesn't. Next, this is just one quick example.
I need that as a soundbite. It is not just going live that matters.
Here. This is Blastoise's stream, ranked Valorant with friends. And then Stans is good gamers at games. People already know who moved for yours. Because that is all bullshit and a waste of your fucking time. You are literally doing nothing. It is not just going live that matters. No! God! No! God! Please, no! 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 Next, this is just one quick example. Which is a better video? Example of 2 streams. Now, no shots. Blastoise actually had more viewers here. This is Blastoise's stream, ranked Valorant with friends. And then Stans is ranking favorite avatar clips. Okay. Which one probably transfers to a YouTube video better? Now, we can ignore factors like copyright for now, just for this example. I just screenshotted 2 random streams I saw yesterday when I was making this slideshow. I think you guys would probably agree that Stans makes a very natural YouTube video. Blastoise's is just kind of like a Valorant highlight for a guy who is okay at Valorant. And it's a great stream. Maybe he's having fun, but this will not help you grow. We can admit that. He probably won't grow unless he suddenly becomes radiant or has a lot of knowledge or is a really funny player in Valorant that is missing. Realistically, Stans' stream will have a video that will help him grow a little more. It's also important to form ideas, and this is an interesting concept, form ideas around titles. So if you have the title of what you're gonna do, you can form the idea around it. And that's kind of like all of Small Ant's channel. So
like start with the title, I guess, is what he's saying. If you start with the title and build out from there, you're going to have a little better time creating a video.
I think Small Ant is
that
a
makes
really
sense because the title is basically like what your theme is for the night, I guess.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get my halftime
So I mean, it makes
tweet
sense. It
pushed
goes hand in
out.
hand.
And back to the soundboard.
Excellent streamer and YouTuber. But let's just take a look at his YouTube channel for a moment. All of these are just really interesting and engaging titles. I turn the floor in Mario Odyssey to lava. Pokemon Ruby, but all opponents have Wonder Guard. A Breath of the Wild YouTuber thought he was better than me. Can you beat Eventide Island without touching the ground? If you form a concept, a stream around just a title, you write your clickbait for you, you write your title for you, and the content will be very natural. It's a lot of work. He works really hard to beat all of this, but it's a good way to do it. So for example, if I want to beat Pogo Stuck upside down, I'm working with the title. I beat Pogo Stuck, but it was upside down. That's my title. That's what I'm working with, and then the content will write itself. So Small Ant, great example of that. Great example of having titles, both in streams, because he streams all of this, by the way. He streams all of this. That
Can we just look at his... Hold on. I didn't know who this was until, like, just now. But look at this dude's...
Okay. Holy
This dude's profile picture. This is great. That's beautiful. Stans, yeah. That's hilarious.
Somebody definitely did that for him, though.
I mean, probably, yeah. Okay, back to it.
Good YouTube
It's
videos.
advised only for
All right, let's go next. The 3 ways to grow. Okay, 3 ways to grow. We've talked a bit about the middle one. We're going to go on it a little more, but let's start with collabs. Collaboration is probably one of the best ways to grow. I am not
I think none of these apply to us right now, so we'll skip
I have
them.
used Corpse, Technoblade. This is the guy who took it's lazy, it's...
So what he's talking about is collabs, like don't just message a streamer though and be like, hey, I could work with smaller people, but I couldn't like message Corpse, for example, and be like, hey, you want to play Among Us with me? I have to add value to his streams for it to be worth his time as well. And we're not at that level. And then outside traction, I believe that one goes over like covering like something big happens in the world and you're one of the first people on it, you get attention from that. And then of course big events would be going, no, that's big events.
Not
okay,
gonna
we'll
work.
listen to
I
it.
promise you it's not going to do that much for you. The people who have really succeeded in collabs with larger streamers have done things, and bear in mind all streamers are lazy, that the streamers really like, enjoy, and it's so, I promise you, painlessly free to interact with streamers. And just look no further than the Dr. Disrespect Alleyway song. That was made by a man called J+1. And you might be asking,
okay,
well,
that's
that
what he was talking about.
This is the guy who took a random clip of Doc singing while playing Warzone, I believe, called Give 'Em Love, and then made it into a fire song. Put it on Doc's subreddit, I think actually might have donated, and then all of a sudden, Doc loves it. And when Doc wants a song, he's like, well, I'm hitting up J+1. Same thing's happened to me, with ex-girlfriend, with my editor Polite, with people who I played Among Us with. Think Otto. I mean,
The
Otto,
smiley
that motherfucker
face.
leached his way in, but he had something to offer of value. He actually was a godlike programmer who could make things that were valuable. I used Otto, I needed Otto for content. Otto's great. And now he has like 500 plus viewers. That's great. He didn't send me an email saying, hey, Ludwig, I make programs. He made a program for me and put it on my subreddit. So make something, put it on the subreddit. Donate with a link, whatever it is. There's 1,000 examples of this working. It can work again. That's how you collab with someone big, or you can just collab with someone smaller and more your size, and that is also easier as well. Does that make sense? Next, outside traction. Look, I think conventionally everyone knows, like, hey, you gotta be posting on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter. And that's great. And that is true. That is all true. Twitch does not have really good growth mechanisms. These other sites do. You can bring viewers from those sites over to Twitch to stream or wherever you want to stream. It can also mean getting outside traction from a community. You don't just have to post to the void of YouTube and hope that some people find it. I was a part of the Super Smash Bros. Melee community in a very genuine way. It's my favorite game of all time. I made a lot of friends from it, and I made content for it. And it is a lot easier, I promise you, to get noticed in a community that small when I post on their subreddit a YouTube video I made and get traction that way, than to just post on the YouTubes. That is a lot harder. I promise you that is a lot harder. So if you have a community you're in, and it does have to be authentic, right? You can't, people are smart. Like, people are smart. People can tell very quickly when you're inauthentic or like clout chasing, and they'll call you out for it, and it'll be a mess. It won't be worth the time. But if you're in a community in an authentic way, you can make content for it. You can grow within that community. And then after doing that, expand that to something else. Variety streaming, whatever it is. You know what I mean? A lot of people you like blew up parts of smaller communities. Moon's name is Moon Overwatch, XQC Overwatch. Without that Overwatch community, they don't make it to where they are today, right? They needed that community as a foothold.
I just wanted to,
with Smash. Minecraft speedrunning. Sure, it's a larger community, but still, without that speedrunning community, I don't know if Dream makes it where he makes it today. He didn't know how to be that good at the game. Maybe he doesn't. I don't think he does. So you just have to think of it as outside traction, not just posting on these outside sites, but trying to find smaller communities or being part of them in authentic ways, offering value, making videos, being a part of it, and growing within there, and then maybe you can grow on, let's just call it mainstream. And finally, the last way to grow are big events, okay? Big events. If you do something big, if you hype it up enough, if you open a first edition base set box, and you let people know, I mean, obviously you have to do some marketing, it'll blow up. Maybe not on the stream, but on YouTube it will. If you post a YouTube video of you opening a first edition box of Pokemon cards for $400,000 and then burn the cards after, if that's your YouTube video,
wow, I'm not
fair enough, your money,
anymore.
it will blow up. It will. That's just a fact. Really good content comes above all else. And I think Mr. Beast is a big believer in that. And it's true. And you can think of every video he does as a big event. And the same thing can happen on stream. It just requires a little bit more marketing. And maybe this is something more valuable for someone with like 50, 100 viewers. You can hype things up. But I've done a bunch of big events. You know, Pokemon Week. Pokemon Week, we hyped that up for a while, long time. I set all of that up. I reached out to all the streamers. I hooked them up with all the boxes. I set up the days for it. I made the marketing. I made the YouTube videos for it. And I hit 100,000 viewers on Twitch. I have never been close to that milestone before then. My most was like 60,000 with the host, 40,000 without. And I over doubled it because I did a big event. Big events will help you grow. I know you got to focus on the day-to-day, but you can't get lost in the day-to-day and not do these large events. You got to spice things up. You got to make sure that you're always innovating, trying to do big things. So big events are important. Hosts and raids are fickle, and I don't want you to think of them as growth mechanisms because they rarely, if ever, are. And I think people overvalue them in a major, major way. So now we know how to grow. We know that you want to stream, why you want to stream, what your goals are for stream, how to stream.
I mean, the raid
Now
that we got did grow us quite a
for you.
bit, but I
Giving you examples
understand.
of my life of Mr. Beast of Small Ant, but maybe those don't work for you. And a lot of ideas that we do won't work for you.
He said raids aren't like growth mechanisms. Don't look at them as growth mechanisms, but I understand where he's coming from, but the raid we got did double our follower count. So, to be fair, I don't think every raid, or even like most raids, I doubt most raids do that, but we did get lucky.
It's just a fact that you will not likely, and maybe I'm wrong, have a relationship with Technoblade.
I mean,
to
that
stream
also
with it.
depends
That is
on the
probably just
community
case.
you're playing
probably
on and
just
who
won't be able
else
to
is
do
in that same community.
Probably
So
Absolutely.
don't have $30,000 to spend on Pokemon cards or whatever big Mr. Beast cost thing he does. You probably don't. But you can spend that time thinking of ideas that do work for you. And I cannot tell you how many times I look in my DMs and I see someone who thinks of an idea that would work if they only had X money, X number of viewers, 5K viewers, if they were friends with me, if they were friends with Corpse, whatever. And that's fine. That's great. Wow, great idea. Hopefully you
Collab with Scary
But
Cheese.
you're not there. So why are you wasting
Oh my
your time
God.
thinking of videos, streams that you will
I
never
don't
be
know
able
what would I do with somebody like Scary Cheese. As far as I've seen, he just does outrageous streams. Like locked in a dog cage for 24 hours or wearing the maid outfit.
Spend 24 hours in a cage.
I'm not going to do that. I don't have any
why not?
time.
That's hot.
I don't. Oh my God. No, bad.
I mean, there's a dog cage in the garage.
My head hurts so bad.
Look,
My head
that
hurts
gets
so
to
fucking bad
1
right
million
now.
views overnight. I think it's worth it.
Where do I have time to do that? I work full time.
Do like 4
Saturday,
hours.
4 hours
Sunday,
I'm not gonna.
Friday
no.
night.
No, I'm not getting in a dog cage.
Look, we'll put down some blankets, get you a pillow.
What's something else I could do with Scary Cheese?
Maybe I let you play on my Switch.
A bird cage.
I am.
to do. That is a waste of time. That is fantasy.
Look, at least I said
That
dog
is a
cage.
waste of time. Hold on, I need that soundbite.
I'm
And that's
giving you
fine.
fucking
That's great.
gold.
Wow, great idea. Hopefully you get there to do it. But you're not there. So why are you wasting your time
Yeah, on a
thinking of
fucking
video
golden
streams that you will
platter,
never be
too,
able
and
to
you
do? That is a waste of time.
Oh my God.
That is fantasy.
Why does
That
my
is
head
not
hurt so
strategy.
bad?
Think
I
of
thought it
things
was you
that work
guys.
for you, and there are things that exist. I made money by donating to streamers. This is one of my favorite YouTube videos.
Play
I
Super
thought
Mario
of a
Maker
website where I
2.
would donate to streamers, have them go to a
Join
website
the
where I make merch,
community.
and then see if I can.
I thought it was
I
you
got
guys,
this
but
idea,
no,
and
it's
immediately
actually
went
my
to record it. It took me
dehydration.
2 hours
No, I
talking
think it
about
is
finished it. It was
dehydration.
edited. It was uploaded like a
Not
couple
gonna
days later,
lie.
and it has almost 1 million views on YouTube. It's one of my favorite
Dude,
videos. You know how much it cost
never
me?
been more
$48.
hydrated in my life.
That is it. $48 and
I
2 hours.
saw
The
you
SNS
earlier. You
community
looked.
is
Anybody
great.
could have done this video. It's $48.
What's
but
S?
that's
Oh,
less than the
Super
price of a
Mario
video.
Maker.
I'm sure that if you just saved up, if you're tight for money, you could have made
I
it
was a
happen too.
cherry
Or done it for
goddamn
even less if you really
tomato.
want it. This video is one of my proudest videos. And I know it's not a stream necessarily, but this still does bring up the issue that you need to solve of thinking of ideas.
You don't
that
even
you
have to
can
be
do.
good at it.
Does that make sense? There's a lot of videos that you can.
Just rage.
I don't even know what Super Mario Maker is.
You just make games. It's like a paint, but you make Super Mario games. You know what I mean? It's like Zook Tycoon, but you make Mario games. There you go.
I mean, yeah, I could do this. What the fuck?
Low.
Okay, what? Okay, that's cute. Yeah, I could get into that.
Can do. So when you're thinking of your 3 to 5 streamers, all right, don't look at what you can't do from their discography. Look at what you can do. you look at what you can't do, you're never going to be able to make content for yourself. You'll only be thinking of content for other people, which is a waste of time. It's a total waste of time. That's just as bad as me imagining what I would do if I was in the Super Bowl and I was in Tom Brady's shoes. I'd throw a Hail Mary. That's what I would do. Tom, you should do that. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm not going to be in the Super Bowl. Next. We've thought of ideas that work for you, how to do them, but what do you stream? This is a very basic question that people always ask. It's maybe the number one question. What do you stream, Ludwig? Okay, good question. What do you stream? Sure. Okay, let's talk about it. I first and foremost think this question is probably talked about too much, because as long as you are doing everything in the streams like recordings section, then what you stream isn't as important. You know what I mean? Because you can really make anything work. There is one thing that I've done that will always work. It's tried and true. This is the number one thing you need to stream to make it big. The yoink and twist, baby. What everybody else is doing. That's right. Yes, you do not have to
yoink and twist. I have that written down somewhere.
You do not need a New Testament. We're good.
Yoink and twist.
Jesus got it down the first time. Yoink and twist. Look, I'm not saying to carbon
it's
copy,
behind
because
me.
people notice, people make fun of you.
Twist.
You can't just do it one-to-one, because honestly, you won't do it
That
as
highlight
good
right there?
most of the time anyway. You can yoink and twist. So I saw, here's one example. This video Soda Poppin did a few years ago. When Stream goes shopping for $1,000, you know what he would do in this video? There was a stream that he made a video. He would have people send him links, and he would click on them, and he would either buy them or not buy them. It was totally his decision. He was like, oh, this is funny, I'll buy it, or oh, this isn't funny, I'm not gonna buy it. That was it. And I was like, that's interesting. But what if I did that and I had chat vote? That might be kind of funnier if chat is the one who votes. That way I literally have no say. It adds a little bit more stakes. It gets chat a little bit more involved, and it allows for, like, I think a little bit cooler of an experience. Then I saw this Mr. Beast video. I gave my credit card to random people. And I thought, well, I'm doing this Amazon stream, but in reality, what I'm doing is, since I'm letting them vote, I'm kind of just giving my credit card to stream. So I saw this thumbnail. I kind of made my own version for my content that was originally based off a video I saw Soda Poppin make. And so you add both of those together, and you get, I gave my credit card to stream. And that's it. And that's the total entire idea of how I came up with this video. And the video did pretty well for me. 557,000 views is well above average. That's a good amount of views for me.
Let me see. Licensed media. Okay, no, that's fine though. Where is it? I see part of it. Hold on.
No
Is this
sound?
somebody in his... It should be. Hold on.
Nope. What'd you do?
I haven't done anything.
Well, it's not me or Chester.
Give me a second, I'll figure it out. Control audio via OBS. Okay. Dashboard and startup.
Oh, I hear it now.
Now I don't hear it.
Well, I don't know what you did, but I hear it, so that's all that matters.
Let's go.
Ghosting around.
Play a shit ton of those.
Are you hearing it twice now?
Hey chat, did you know that before your mom jumped on one for the first time, trampolines were called? Had jumped on one at one point meant they had to change the whole name of the device. It is amusing because it is insulting to the person who gave birth to you, who you likely feel a sense of protectiveness towards. Chat.
So what is this? This isn't Super Mario Maker, is it?
It looks like regular.
Yes, it is.
Oh, so you can use any of the... Oh, that was cool. That's not cool.
The 2 episodes of the show.
Yes, please. And I have one that I want to show you. It's called Kidnapped for Christ. It is insane.
Hell yeah, I'm down. Okay, I'm gonna watch my stupid show about chopping things until you are ready.
We'll be done here in about 30 or 40 minutes.
Oh, perfect. That's one whole episode of Knife or Die. Or Knife or Death. Sorry, Knife or Death. Justin might like this show. Just saying. It's the Forged in Fire one I was telling you about, where they chop shit in half.
Dude's not even going for the coins.
Okay, let's go down the list. Any Steelers fans? Lamau. Any Buccaneers fans? Absolutely Lamau. Any Vikings fans? Lamau. Vikings are a first-round
that's
knockout.
terrifying.
Any Dolphins fans? Lamau. Dolphins
And you can
suck.
make something like
Any
this.
Broncos fans? Lamau. Sad. Any Titans fans? Lamau. Imagine having Tannehill as your QB. Any Browns fans? Lamau. Any Jets fans? Lamau. Any Seahawks fans? Lamau.
Oh, thank you.
Any Giants fans? Lamau. Frauds. Cheer 100. Do you think the fire
Oh
gets
my god, he
embarrassed when
got
it's in
so
my...
lucky twice.
Sorry if this offends anyone, but I thought it was a rectal thing, haha.
figure out the
And
timing
I would
on
like
those
to know if any
releases.
of you have any pics of flames shooting out my anal cavity while I look nervous or embarrassed. I just want to see it for a few laughs, haha. Another thing I am wondering is how do you heal third-degree colon burns? I'm just curious for laughs, haha. It hurts to poop now.
Is that... Oh no, Chester didn't actually post that in our chat. I thought that was Chester.
Yes, chat. It is indeed fun
that's
to
on
interrupt
the
the broadcast with donation.
Yeah.
In fact, you can't see me right now, but I am pissing myself with laughter at the fact that I am making you listen to this stupid voice instead of the amazing new Super Mario Bros. Ghost House theme. R, 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 R.
Oh my god.
R, R,
This is as bad as Chester.
R, R, R,
Okay.
R, 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 R.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
R,
I can't.
This is where I got it from. R, 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 R.
I love it, Chester.
R.
Okay. My brain hurts even more now, if that's possible.
Certainly didn't beat
Back
your
to the
results,
yoink and
which is why you can't be
twist.
a carbon copy anyway, because you do cap yourself at a ceiling. So you have to pull from a lot of people, and this is fine to do. Maybe it feels scummy or bad, but I
Get
promise
lots of
you that there
viewers
is very little to.
playing that game though.
Yeah, we'll get viewers from playing it, not watching
There was
somebody
more.
play it. I know there's more. It's like another freaking hour long. But there's only 19 more minutes in the video that we were already doing.
No originality in streaming.
And I am running it
This kid was
on
swapping his unbanned forms with Maya today. Wow, that's a really good idea.
1.5 now.
I like it a lot. Let's just go ahead and take a look at a video I made a couple of days ago. Oh, I swapped streams with Cutie Cinderella. Oh, interesting. Oh, it was on ban forums. Huh, interesting. That's fine. I don't have any claim over it, all right? But at the end of the day, if you are the first to it, you will probably be more successful. If they don't add their own twist, they are capped to what they pulled from. That's just how it works. You have to add your own twist or else you have a ceiling. All right, let's give you another example. Point Crow Wikipedia race. Point Crow totally yoinked this for me as well. Wikipedia race runs are insane. It's a direct one-to-one yoink. It doesn't feel like there's anything really new to it, but he's capped because my video got 1.6 mil. He's half of that. He probably will not beat the number of views I got. He needs to add a twist unless he wants to be stuck at that ceiling. You gotta add your twist. You laugh, you lose. I've done a lot of you laugh, you loses. That's not new. I have a ceiling of other people who've done you laugh, you loses. You laugh, but the video ends. There's the twist. That video has over 1 million views. I was the first person I know of to do that. Now it's been yoinked several times, and actually I stopped doing it, and it's been yoinked so much that it's not even considered my idea anymore. But regardless, the point is you need to yoink, but you need to twist. This is why we brought up the 3 to 5 creators. Who did you write down? Look right now who you wrote down. Who are the 3 to 5 that you want to emulate? Those are the people, first and foremost, that you're going to want to look from. You want to see what they've done that maybe you could yoink. Could you yoink and twist this? Is that possible to do? Who'd you write down? Think about it. It's fine. You don't have to come up with it all right now. But it's a good base to start. Because at the end of the day, very simply, this is how streaming and more importantly YouTube work. You do things. Throw shit at a wall. One day, shit hits, sticks, stays. And you have to keep doing that thing. You have to keep pumping out that shit while also having R&D for new shit to be thrown and eventually stick as well. And you can think of every creator you like. They've all gone through the same formula. Do you like Dream? Okay, Minecraft Manhunt. He one day decided to do it, threw shit at a wall, it stuck. Now, he always does Minecraft Manhunts. He keeps doing that. He also has to throw new things because maybe Minecraft Manhunt will one day get old, and so you need to make sure that you're doing new things. That way your viewership continues to grow. But the main idea is when you do something that works, you keep doing it, all right? Which brings me to a quote. This is the most important quote and the most helpful quote I have ever come across for streaming or YouTube. I think about it almost every day. At a certain point, growth becomes more about consistency than creativity. That's from Reckful. I'm not trying to farm Sages, but this genuinely has been one of the most helpful things anyone's ever said, and it is so true. When you do something that works, you keep doing it. You don't have to come up with new ideas. That's exhausting. It's tiring. It'll take too much time. It won't be worth the effort. It's not as much of a creative endeavor as, poetry. Yeah, you do express some creativity, but if you want to make it big, it is not just about that. Summoning Salt. All of his videos, he one day decided to do history of speedruns, popped off. Now that's all he does. Maybe one day he was like, oh, I'm going to make many different YouTube videos. No, that's not what he does anymore. He does what works. And sometimes it can be a little scary because you might pigeonhole yourself into only the one thing that's worked. So you do need to have a balance. You need to make sure that even though you're doing the same old things, you're also doing new things. I think and there are lines where you have to draw in the sand where you're like, I don't want to keep doing this. I'm tired of this. And that's fine, but just keep this quote in mind. And that brings us to our final slide. If you want to make it big on Twitch, you want to be a bigger streamer than me, you're just starting out, you simply have to be better. You have to be a better streamer than I am. You cannot even be as good as me. That will not be enough. Unfortunately, the rich get richer. The big channels get more viewers. I'm at the top of all categories I stream on. My YouTube videos get recommended more than you. So whatever you're doing, it cannot just be what I'm doing. You need to do it better than me if you hope to get bigger than me. That's the plain, simple truth. And it's not easy advice, and it's very hard to do, and it'll take years, but it is the actual fact of the matter. There's no growth mechanism for small streamers that will let you leapfrog me in views. So you got to do it the good old-fashioned way by just simply being a better streamer. If you use all these tips, you'll get
hard work.
You won't get past me because you'll be operating on the knowledge that I have. You'll need to pull knowledge from other places. I'm not the end-all informant on how to get big on Twitch. I'm just a guy who happened to pop off and has some things he learned along the way. There are other resources you can use. If you want the nitty-gritty details, I'm not the guy.
I need another
like
good one of these.
When do I stream? What camera do I use? Do I use a camera? Well, just go to Alpha Gaming on YouTube. That's the
one of
place
these videos.
I've read it. I've read it as a small streamer. I've read it as a big streamer. I've watched it. Harris Heller knows his shit. He literally does. If you ever want to know the specifics of weird streaming stuff, that's your guy. I'm not the best guy for that. No big streamer is because it's pretty basic info and probably the most.
What's up?
Nothing. I just said,
Oh, I like how he calls out Harris Heller right there. Because then if you go to Harris Heller on this same, 2 years ago period, a month later, here it is right here. Reacting to Ludwig's How to Grow on Twitch seminar. Harris Heller reacted to this video directly.
It's important, don't get me wrong, your stream setup, but it's not what defines you. For every nice stream setup, there is an example of someone with no mic using a Blue Yeti or worse. Technoblade used a fucking Blue Yeti. You know Technoblade had one monitor until last month? So yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't super matter, but it is somewhat important. And Alpha Gaming, that's your guy. And that's it. That's all I got for you.
I'm using a blue snowball, not even a Blue Yeti.
Spiel. So let's do this one more time. Let's do a poll. How many of you want to be streamers? Knowing everything you do now, do you still want to do it? Knowing that 6.9 million people will be at it, and your chance of making it is about 0.66%. All right, well, seems like you guys have stuck to your guns a little bit, maybe lost a few percent of you. But if you want to do it, the other last final words I have for you, just start. If you don't start, you'll never get there. So you gotta start. Hopefully you wrote down that start date. Get to it. The moment that day hits, do not stall. Good luck.
Well, there we have it. What is that? Oh, that's the display
Watch
caption.
more ball.
I'm about to go to bed. I'm getting off. But it was fun. We'll do more tomorrow. Or well, I think we can fit in like a lazy stream tomorrow where we just hang out.
It's 8.30.
I know my head
WTF,
really hurts.
you mean bed.
I'm not even playing. My head has been killing me since the start of this stream. I was teasing that it was you guys' fault, but it's I don't know what it is, but I'm
Drink
dying.
water.
Yeah.
Drink water, babe. Get some electrolytes, like Gatorade, or something with salt in it.
I certainly need to. Here we go.
I had shots in my eyes.
Well, it's over.
I'm
Grow the
sorry,
fuck up.
Chester.
Ow. Just ow. Oh, god damn it. Of course it restarts when I set it to loop. Oh, and there's no music because I'm a jackass.
Kidding.
Chester never kids. He's mean intentionally.
That's how he shows his love.
Okay, good night. I'm going to watch internet comment dedicated.
That sounds like a good idea for you.
Good night.
Good night.